Hey everybody, welcome to Animals at Work, the show that brings you animals at work. Around the world, there are millions of animals that have jobs. This is the show that brings you the most extraordinary, bizarre, and unusual animals at work. Coming up, Pratita the elephant drummer gets ready for her big gig. Ginny the cat rescuer gives a home to an abandoned kitten. And Dr. Neem, the fish, eats his patients alive.
They're actually kicking at my skin there now, just nibbling at it.
Honestly, who writes this? Hi and welcome to the show. We all know that some people have a natural ear for music, but now it seems that animals do as well. And the ears I'm talking about are pretty big. And at the National Elephant Institute of Thailand, there's an orchestra of jumbo proportions. And one very unlikely musician has proven herself to be a hit on percussion. Are you ready for this, buddy? Animals at Work is packing its trunk and traveling to Asia. Find out a little more about this big band. You ready to go to Asia, buddy? Come on. First, we're off to Lampang province in Thailand. The Thai Elephant Conservation Center is home to 50 elephants, including its star attraction, 16-year-old Pratita. Pratita is a drummer in possibly the strangest orchestra in the world.
She's incredibly good-natured, incredibly safe. She's popular amongst our staff, well-liked amongst the other elephants, a huge favorite amongst our tourist visitors.
For the past 8 years, Pratita and the Elephant Orchestra have been drumming up a huge fan base all over the world. Visitors to the center can't believe their eyes or their ears when they see the band for the first time.
She's a great musician. She keeps a just rock-steady beat on her drums. She's just got an incredible sense of rhythm and can keep going for the longest time without losing attention. She's really quite amazing.
The Thai Elephant Conservation Center was set up in 1993 and is a popular tourist attraction. But it also does important work saving and protecting elephants, as well as giving them somewhere to live and work safely. It's a family home for Pratita because she lives here with her mom and sister. Elephants used to be put to work collecting trees that had been cut down for wood until logging was banned 20 years ago. Now tourism is the only legal work elephants are allowed to do. As well as being a favorite with visitors, Pratita is famous for her music.
Her name means Princess of the Forest in English. She is very intelligent. She's got a wonderful sense of rhythm. I think what sets her apart from all the other elephants is that she is sponsored by the King's sister, and she was one of the first elephants to be in the Elephant Orchestra.
The orchestra has just recorded its third and last CD. Richard organized for Thailand's best recording studio to come to the elephant sanctuary. Well, better than fitting all those elephants into a recording studio.
It went incredibly well. The atmosphere when you're recording is electric.
Elephants are very clever animals and they love being with their friends and making noise. So it isn't too difficult to encourage them to use their natural sense of rhythm to bang an instrument over and over.
Even the elephants, I swear that when they know they're actually being recorded, they're all on their best behavior. It's entirely instrumental music, elephants only. It will be our last CD, I think. Basically, we've just done everything we ever wanted to do. in celebration of having finished the third CD, we're going to have a concert, and that should be a lot of fun and a kind of sentimental moment for everybody.
Coming up, we meet John, who looks after Pratita. And there could be news of jumbo proportions. Next, we're off to Long Island on the east coast of America. This is Ginny, and she's the unlikely winner of the Cat of the Year award. Yes, this Cat of the Year really is a dog. Ginny won the award for rescuing hundreds of homeless cats. A Schnauzer Siberian Husky mix, Ginny's ancestors were bred as rat catchers, but Ginny's more of a cat catcher, or rather, cat rescuer. She wasn't trained to do this job, it just comes naturally. Most of Ginny's rescued cats are lucky enough to be found new homes. But the ones that don't get new homes...
It's coming from all over the world. A dog won the Cat of the Year award.
A lot has been written about Ginny's work as a rescuer of cats. But there are many more cats that still need her help.
He has to me, I call it radar of the heart.
It's the end of another tough shift. But nothing can stop Ginny from dishing out her big-hearted puppy love to her family of felines. We've been surfing the net to find out what animals get up to on their days off. Check out the tricks of this porcupine from Minnesota. It's climbing a chair. Look, Mom, no hands. Time to head to Lampang Province, Thailand. Pratita the drummer is part of the elephant orchestra at the Thai Elephant Conservation Center. The orchestra have just recorded their latest CD. It's their third and last, as they've done pretty much everything they want to do. Tomorrow they'll be giving a special concert to mark the end of their recording career. Pratita is looked after by her mahout. As well as training their elephants, mahouts have a special lifelong working relationship.
Being a mahout is an incredibly demanding job. You have to be incredibly fit physically, but beyond that, you have to have a kind of spiritual rapport with your animal.
John, Pratita's mahout, has looked after her since she was a junior jumbo.
I've stayed a long time with the elephant. We have a good relationship.
Really, when you think about it, John spends a lot more time with Pratita than he does with his own wife.
I love her like I would love my child. Sometimes she's naughty and doesn't want to do what she's told. But her personality is happy and cheerful. Pratita likes the drum. That's why she moves her head like she does.
Recently, John has noticed a change in Pratita's behavior, and he thinks he might know the reason.
I believe she's pregnant because her body is swollen. She's eating a lot more and she's just getting a lot bigger.
We're pretty sure that Pratita is pregnant now. It'll take a little bit longer to tell for sure, but you know, her whole mannerism has changed.
As Pratita's behavior has changed, the vet wants to make sure she isn't sick. But he can't take Pratita's temperature like a human because she'd eat the thermometer. So that leaves just one place to stick it.
This is how to collect the temperature of elephant. 98.5 Fahrenheit degree. Normal.
That's good news because it means that Pratita's not sick. But another reason for her changed behavior could be that she's pregnant.
We are unsure that pregnant because it is in the early stage of pregnant, maybe.
It's very difficult to spot the early stages of an elephant's pregnancy as it lasts almost 2 years. The vet will give Pratita regular checkups until he can be sure. But until then, everyone will just have to wait. Coming up, finally we get to see Pratita and the Elephant Orchestra in action for their very special concert. There are so many sharks in the wide world of animal work, it's only sensible to start up any company small scale. And over in Ireland, there are some minnow entrepreneurs for whom business so far is going swimmingly. Animals at Work is traveling to the Emerald Isle for a very fishy tale. Oh, there goes my pole. And my lunch. Hey everybody, welcome to Animals at Work, the show that brings you Animals at Work. Around the world, there are millions of animals that have jobs. This is the show that brings you the most extraordinary, bizarre, and unusual animals at work. Coming up, Pratita the elephant drummer gets ready for her big gig. Ginny the cat rescuer gives a home to an abandoned kitten. And Dr. Neem, the fish, eats his patients alive.
They're actually kicking at my skin there now, just nibbling at it.
Honestly, who writes this? Now we're off to Ireland. Ireland is one of the world's most popular tourist destinations. It's also home to some amazing fish with a taste for human skin. These are Gararufa fish. The biggest is Dr. Neem, their team leader. These fish are like little dermatologists or skin doctors, and they have an unusual way of treating skin problems. Neem and his colleagues just nibble them away.
I've over 1,000 of them. They're a pleasure to keep, and I love them.
Neem's boss, Therese, manages the clinic where he works.
I've heard them called happy fish because they're so good with people. There's a very big guy in there, and I call him Neems after Nemo.
Therese brought Neem and his medical schoolmates all the way from their homeland in Turkey.
My visit to Turkey was amazing because that's when I first met the Gararufa, the fantastic fish, because I successfully was treated myself. I could see results already from 2 days.
Therese believes the Gararufa fish helped clear a skin condition that she was suffering from called psoriasis by nibbling away the dead skin. Therese was so impressed she offered Neem and the gang a job back in Ireland.
I said, I've got to bring this to Ireland.
Today, Dr. Neem is going to work on a new patient.
And I'm quite apprehensive for her because she's quite nervous.
I'm a nurse, and for the last 2.5 years, I'm a psoriasis sufferer. As I call it, elephant skin. You can see there, you know, it's itchy and irritating. I've gone to dermatologists. I've tried lots of different lotions and potions. This is a smaller area, but this is actually more painful. You know, there's times when it's very sore and sensitive. But I just hope those fish like me. Because if they don't, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Everybody's first day is always the hardest because they're immersing their whole body in the water. Now, getting into the tub can be a bit of an ordeal.
They're actually kicking at my skin there now, just nibbling at it and clearing that bad tissue away from the skin.
The girls go to work on Charlotte's skin. For them, this is a bumper crop.
They balance themselves on your skin, surface of your skin, using their two front fins, and they'll move up along the skin.
These guys are nicknamed nibblefish for a good reason. They're only after bits of dead skin. It's a source of protein, which they eat in the wild. Therese wants to know how Charlotte is getting on in the tub, or if she's being eaten alive.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Therese.
Hi, Dina.
I'm fine. Nearly asleep.
How's it feel?
No, I don't actually feel that they're eating me alive. You know, they're just picking away at the skin, cleaning away that psoriasis area.
Are you happy now you did it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad I persevered. And once you're in for a couple of minutes, I'm actually nearly ready to go sleep in here now. You know, it's very relaxing.
No pain, no?
No,
Okay.
no pain.
The fish healing potential was discovered by a farmer more than 200 years ago. He went into a stream to clean a wound, only to find himself surrounded by hungry Gararufa fish.
They get a bit tired, obviously. An hour and a half is a long time to be in with them. They start to lie in the bottom when they've enough. All the top layer of skin has been removed.
And that leaves healthy skin to grow back. Along with chomping on her patient's dead skin, Therese also feeds the fish extra protein and vitamins in pills.
I'd say they are miracle fish. There's no other fish that can treat these skin conditions. That's their job. They love it. They're kissing you.
Another happy patient.
Oh, there's one guy gone in there now. They've done enough work, according to me anyway. I give them 2 days break after every person's treatment. I mean, they're healing people, treating people with chronic skin conditions. So why not treat them with some respect also?
At the end of a busy day, these guys like to lie at the bottom of the tank and get a few hours sleep. Then this Dr. Fish and his team are fresh for their next shift. We've been looking out for your home videos of what animals get up to in their spare time. Take Rupert, the piano-playing pig from England. That's one talented snout. Next stop, Wembley! Now we're off to Thailand again. 16-year-old drummer girl Pratita is part of the Thai Elephant Orchestra. It's a big day for everyone as they're giving a special concert to mark the recording of their third and final CD.
Organizing a concert is quite an effort. Some of the instruments are so heavy that it actually takes an elephant to drag it onto the ground.
Even Pratita has to be her own roadie. With only minutes to go, the audience of school kids arrive to hear the massive musicians play.
This is a rather special event. This is the Thai Elephant Orchestra, and our third CD is coming out, and it will be our last CD, basically because we've done everything we ever wanted to do.
Let's meet the orchestra's key players. There's Pratita on drums, Nayoon on xylophone, Chapati on bass, and finally, Lukan, also on xylophone. So let's get things started. The instruments are traditional Thai design, and most have been specially made for this orchestra of jumbo proportions. Richard signals each elephant and Mahout with his conductor's stick when he wants it to start and stop. But once they're in full swing, it's Pratita that keeps them on track.
Yeah, I really enjoy this, and I really like it when Pratita plays the drum. We like Perdita because we like that she plays the drum. She feels very happy when she is doing that.
The elephants actually enjoy making music. They're very social animals, so they enjoy being with their friends. It's instant gratification. You hit it and you get a beautiful sound. They have a natural sense of rhythm.
And as an encore, how about a piece on the harmonica from JoJo? So that pretty much wraps up Perdita's star turn with Thailand's incredible elephant orchestra. Hey, I got a couple of good jokes for you. Why did the elephant cross the road? Because you chickens had the day off. Hey, another one. Why did the chicken cross the ocean? To get to the other tide. Get it? The other side? Yeah? Hi, and welcome to Animals at Work. Around the world, there are millions of animals that have jobs. This is the show that brings you the most extraordinary, bizarre, and unusual animals at work. Coming up, Hassie the sheep herder competes against the top dogs in Hungary. Misty the owl tries not to disgrace himself in his first public display.
Nice of him to poo on my leg.
And Highlander the police horse struts his stuff for his final parade. Let's saddle up, come on. Hi, welcome to the show. Apparently interest in air shows is soaring, and believe it or not, in these daring demonstrations, owls are actually taking up the positions of pilots. They are. Well, sort of. I know, it sounds ridiculous. Perhaps even a little difficult to get your head around. But trust me, this is gonna be a real hoot. All right, okay, I'll stop. Sorry. But do fasten your seatbelts because we have one feathered animal at work that is far from a frequent flyer. Brace yourselves for a bumpy ride. First, we're off to Yorkshire, England. This falconry center is home to falcons, eagles, hawks, and now Misty the great gray owl. Their job is to show people how birds of prey behave and fly in demonstrations to entertain their enthusiastic fans. Misty's boss is 18-year-old Chris.
This is Misty. She's a 1-year-old great grey owl. I say she, but it's actually a he.
Misty has lived at the Falconry Center for 3 months. He's just been promoted to professional display bird, and his first flying demonstration is just around the corner. Falconry demonstrations play a crucial role in displaying to the public the habits of birds of prey like eagles, hawks, and falcons. But owls are rarely used as they are hearing rather than sight-oriented, meaning it's difficult for them to be trained in the same way as other birds. Misty has been training hard for the last 3 months, but he's still only flying up to 1 meter at a time. He will need to fly 10 meters, about the length of a double-decker bus, to succeed on the job and live up to the title of Falconry Display Bird.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure on trainer Chris.
They always call me Owl Boy. Ever since, well, I was a little boy. I've always loved owls over all the other types of birds. They're just so beautiful.
Great gray owls like Misty are Chris's favorites.
When I first was introduced to Misty and I saw Misty, my face just lit up. I just smiled forever, really.
He was head over heels, I think, the beauty of the bird. You know, Misty is very striking, being a great grey, very unusual bird. So it was kind of a love thing between the pair of them.
I do like talking to Misty quite a lot because whenever I talk to him, Misty, so he does talk back to you. Every now and again, sometimes he'll actually tilt his head like he's looking straight through you. It's like, oh, who are you? What are you doing? He's quite a playful, happy little bird. He always likes people's attention. He's quite an attention seeker, to be honest with you.
And Misty's love of the limelight should help him in his new job.
If I'm taking some pictures of him, he'll actually look into the camera and want to be photographed. He is a really popular bird here at the centre. All the little children, you know, come running up to his aviary, just like talking back to him, really. They absolutely love it. Hello, this is Misty. All right. See those great big eyes? Those great big eyes there? You know, like me and you, we can actually turn our eyes in our socket, can't we? Now, these guys, they actually have to turn their heads to be able to see. The little kids' faces just light up because they think, oh, he's so cute, you know, he's so cuddly. Just touch him just there, just very lightly, and he'll like that. There you go.
Misty may be off to a flying start with Chris, but he can't just wing it for his audience. He has to learn to fly whenever Chris asks him to.
His first flight is the most crucial flight. Once we get out of the way and he does it successfully, should just go from strength to strength, really. There is the chance that he might, you know, get scared at the last minute and turn off. If he gets there, I'll be absolutely over the moon. So it'll be like a big achievement for me and Misty.
Later on, we'll find out if Misty's first public flying demonstration justifies Chris's faith in him or just ruffles everyone's feathers. Now we're heading to Hungary. This is Budapest. It's home to Hassie, a Hungarian pumi who never stands still. Hassie runs herself ragged, earning her living as a shepherd, working alongside her boss, Gabby.
Hello, tessék.
At just 14 inches tall, she has a big job on her paws. Hassie is in charge of a flock of 60 sheep, all twice her size, and tomorrow, her skills will be really put to the test in Hungary's National Herding Championship. She'll be up against the best herders in the country. Pumis may be small, but they make great herding dogs. They're fast and not afraid to use their bark to negotiate or even give a little nip to show who's boss.
Hassie grabs them in order to increase their respect towards her. Those dogs that only bark don't have enough respect from the sheep, so she has to bite them to have enough authority.
Hassie was born for a career in herding. It's a job that runs in the family.
Hassie's mother, Frugi, is one of the best pumi dogs in the country. She's won a huge number of breed championships and she's practically won everything possible both inside and outside the country.
With Frugi retired, it's not just Hassie's professional pride on the line, it's her family name as well. Tomorrow, Hassie will compete in Hungary's national herding competition for the very first time. It's the day of the championship. The dogs competing are typical Hungarian breeds. The Moody, the rather hairy Puli, as well as Pumis like Hassie.
Kívánok mindenkinek nagyon sok
The course consists of a series of obstacles around which the dogs must herd the sheep.
I think Hassie will do all she can in order to perform today. I'll try my best, so I hope both of us will do well.
There's the bell, and Hassie's off to a flying start. The goal is to get all 60 sheep around the course in the quickest time possible. They're very tight through the first gate, but Hassie's still got the herd together. Lots of encouragement from Gabby, and Hassie's taking direction well. She's really going for it. Hassie's giving it everything she's got, and the timings are looking good. Oh, things are getting heated. Will the judge mark her down for that? And it's all over. But has Hassie done enough to win? Oh no! Hassie's been pipped to the post by Dio and has to settle for second place.
The course was really hard, but pretty good. I think Hassie completed it faultlessly. She's never competed on such a difficult course before, and I'm really proud of her.
As the Hungarian Championships draw to a close, Hassie heads home to train for next year's chance to claim back the family pride. Hi, and welcome to Animals at Work. Around the world, there are millions of animals that have jobs. This is the show that brings you the most extraordinary, bizarre, and unusual animals at work. Coming up, Hassie the sheep herder competes against the top dogs in Hungary. Misty the owl tries not to disgrace himself in his first public display.
Nice of him to poo on my leg.
And Highlander the police horse struts his stuff for his final parade. Let's saddle up, come on. We've been surfing the net to find out what animals get up to on their days off. Take a look at these pampered pets who keep in shape by hitting the treadmill. Oh, that's the workout done. Now who stole my water bottle? We're heading back to England. Where Misty the great gray owl is training for his first flying demonstration. Not only will he be flying without his safety straps, he'll have to fly 10 meters in public for the first time. Today, Misty's boss, Chris, needs to concentrate on some aerodynamic workouts to get Misty into shape.
Hello, you. You all right? So yeah, every morning I'll go, like I said, I'll go into Misty's aviary, bit of food on the glove, call Misty down onto the glove, rewarding him all the time with food every time he comes to the glove. It's basically building our relationship up, and it's also him sitting on the glove like this is part of what you call the manning process. So it's really to bond me and Misty. It's a very important stage. It's really the first stage before you can start, you know, your training and your flying. Well, this is a typical training scenario. So you've got what you call a T-perch, what Misty's resting on. You've also got, well, you've got a swivel there, the metal. That's attached onto Jessie's, which is the leather straps tied onto the bottom.
The straps on Misty's legs are used to tether birds to their trainer or a perch so they don't fly away while learning to fly on command.
Just to start off with, I'll just do a short hop with him, say only a couple of metres, and hopefully he should fly to me. It's like, well, learning to walk, really. The first few steps are the most important, and if you call them or whistle or anything like that, you have to feed them. If not, they'll soon think, all right, why go there? It doesn't mean anything. I'll stick my glove up, and I'll put food in my glove. When he looks at me, call his name. Misty, nice turkey for you. Come on. If you had a piece of food, training the bird with an eagle, it'd be straight there. With an owl, it looks at it and goes, can I really be bothered to fly that far?
And Misty isn't going to be rushed.
Misty, come on. Misty.
He's only going to make a move when he feels like it. Time for Chris to go to plan B.
Now this is where bribery comes into it. I'll offer Misty a slightly bigger piece now. Misty. There you go. Well done. To not fly off, I think he did well just to do that and to keep his attention on me. But he was too scared, you know, you saw there to even fly that, 15 foot. It's an owl at the end of the day. They're not the brightest bird in the box. Nice of him to poo on my leg.
Later on, will Misty disgrace himself in public in his new job? On today's performance, it's not looking good.
You've just got to be prepared for the worst, really.
Look, when I said I wanted to do my own program with a stud, I didn't mean this. No! What do you mean, get off my high horse? Look, listen, I got a bolt.
Animals at Work, police horse introduction, take 1.
Being part of the mounted police section can literally be a riot. And there's one set of hooves that has been pounding the beat for years. Animals at Work is, of course, chomping at the bit to meet this horsey hero. You ready? Let's saddle up, come on. This horsey hero patrols the city streets of Liverpool in England. Say hello, hello, hello to the legendary Irish draft horse, Highlander. We're lucky to be meeting him before he retires. 16 years as a police horse, he's Liverpool's long legs of the law.
Highlander is a bit of a superstar and he's certainly an icon within the Merseyside Police Mounted section. And when people come visiting, they always want to see Highlander. When we go out on the streets, people know who he is because he is so special.
Standing at nearly 6 foot, this gentle giant is an imposing part of the city's mounted police. For the last 5 years, Highlander and boss Graham have patrolled Liverpool's city streets.
We feed them on hay and grass, but we also feed them on, it's like a little concentrated food.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Highlander, but we call him Eric.
You call him Eric?
Yeah, call him Eric.
Eric.
Because it's easier to spell.
Highlander has worked all sorts of shifts, good and bad. He led Liverpool Football Club after their Champions League triumph. He escorted more Grand National winners than any other horse. And in his heyday, has also braved bottle-throwing hooligans in many a raucous riot.
I would hate him to do that because he hurt. Highlander's got incredible qualities. In fact, sometimes you think he's almost human. He seems to care about people. But he's also very calm in dangerous situations and is looked after me in some really, really difficult situations. Highlander's big and bold and he's calm, and that's exactly what we need for a police horse. There's particular occasions when we've been dealing with violent offenders and large violent crowds who've been intent on causing trouble, and he stays calm and helps me to stay calm and therefore do my job properly.
So after 16 years of solid service, you might be asking, why the long face?
Highland's a fantastic animal, but sadly he's getting old and his legs are giving away on him now, so we need to put him out to pasture. Whilst not upsetting, because it's great for him to have some retirement, it does feel really odd. It's the end of an era with him, and it's quite sad, really. And it'll be sad that when I get the horse ready to go on patrol, I won't be getting him ready. And it's quite emotional, really.
And today is Highlander's last public appearance. At Liverpool's Lord Mayor's show, 3,000 people will say a fond farewell to their four-legged friend.
It's Highlander's last parade. He really thrives on this type of thing. You'll see he lifts himself up an extra 2 inches on this type of day. The Lord Mayor himself is actually going to say hello to Highlander today and mark this fantastic occasion, which is a great honour in itself. But when he gets excited, he has a tendency to poo, and don't want him doing that in front of the Lord Mayor.
Ew!
It would be a memorable way to bow out, yes.
At Liverpool's Lord Mayor's show, 3,000 people will say a fond farewell to their four-legged friend. The Lord Mayor's Parade is the highlight of the year and a chance for everyone to dress up.
Nice to see you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Highlander, and Highlander retires today. It's his last day as a police horse, so can we all give a round of applause for Highlander?
The Liverpool police may be putting Highlander out to pasture, but Ian Graham won't be saying goodbye.
The positive side is actually I'm going to be spending more time with him over the next few years because I'm actually taking him home with me. And the children are absolutely delighted about that.
We've been looking out for your home videos of what animals get up to in their spare time. We love this one from Pennsylvania in America. Check out Wilbur, the weird cat who's been sitting like a human since he was a kitten. So that's Wilbur. No, don't get up. Now to England and Misty's big day. It's Misty's first public air show. His job is to give a display of his skills in front of an audience to teach them about birds of prey.
You all right, mate?
But despite 6 weeks of training, there are still a few things that can blow Misty off course.
You looking forward to your big day, mate? Go on then. You gonna come down and see me? Good lad. If they're too light, you can be doing the birds some damage. Obviously, you might be starving the birds, so that's not a good thing. But if he's too heavy, then he won't be able to perform as well. So he won't be as responsive. So when we call him, he might just totally ignore us, so we don't want that at all. We'll go and weigh you, Misty. Yeah, so Misty's around 850 grams this morning. So he's actually on weight for what he flies at. So just under a bag of sugar, really. He should fly well, because he's on a good weight for it, so he should be quite responsive.
Boss Chris is happy that Misty is on peak form for the all-important display just 1 hour away.
It's an arena, isn't it? It's where you're going to be working.
This is the arena for the maiden flight. But when it fills up with people, will Misty be able to keep his cool?
But you can see it's quite warm for him today. He's actually panting. You can see he's opening his beak. But they're basically walking around with a duvet, so it'll be like me and you walking around with our bedsheet.
It's finally time for Misty to make his first appearance in front of his audience.
Anything can happen. You've just got to be prepared for the worst, really. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Misty, a film star in the making, really. First flight for him today. Hello. For the first time, I'm just going to give her a little short flight. Just going to give him a little short flight just to get used to it. Misty. There we go. Just do it again, slightly further. Increase the distance a little. Come on. Well done. Right. I think I'm happy, I'm confident. So what I'm going to do now, take him off the line. Big magical moment. You ready? You're free. You're free to go. Come on then. You ready? Come on then.
Misty is cleared for takeoff. Not only does he have to impress the crowd, he's under the hawkish eyes of his more experienced colleagues. And he has to do it all without his safety straps. It could all go horribly wrong.
Misty.
Come on, Misty. Do you want this promotion or not?
There you go. fantastic. Well done. That was brilliant. You all right? I'm really happy. My hard work, everyone's hard work here is, you know, obviously paid off. Hours upon hours training him, and it's turned out well, so I'm happy. The future's bright for him. So, well done, Missy. Absolutely brilliant. I'm really pleased.
Hey guys, listen, don't look so miserable. I've got some new jokes that I want to try, and I thought, who better to try them on than my peeps, the crew, okay? You ready? I've had some medical training, so I can help the birds if they ever get bird flu. Do you know what to give an owl when he's sick? Tweetment. Get it? Tweetment? Oh, come on! I'm winging this. All right, don't look so happy. I will be seeing ya.
And cut.